later. Right now starts the groups and our music starts right now, right? I'd like to thank everybody who participated in our auction today. I want to mention that you always hear the name Gordy Freeman. I could just say this, if it wasn't for Gordy Freeman, we wouldn't be here. Because this man donates continuously money to us. He loves us. He loves Willie Winfield. He does so much for Willie Winfield and us. And he bids on sight unseen. He just gives us a check for $1,500 for tonight. And he took about $300 worth of items that he just liked. And we want to thank him. So if you see that name continuously, Gordy Freeman, you know what Gordy Freeman is. And if we had 3 more Gordy Freemans, we wouldn't have to charge anything to get in here. You can come in for free. It'd pay all the groups. No smoking, no noise. You ready to go? Okay. We got a great show. Wow. Tonight, the show, we brought the Moonglows. The Moonglows is like icing on the cake, really, the Moonglows. The Moonglows will be going to Pittsburgh with Connie and the Decoys for Sunday's show, and here's their first stop, and then to Pittsburgh. So that's icing on the cake, the Moonglows. You know how great they are. The other groups you have never seen. We've got a group from California that has never been to New York or this part, and they've been recording since 1955. They are the Calvains, of course. Calvains. Calvains did a couple of numbers last night, and they were tremendous. People were crying. They were begging in the audience. But we kept saying, you have to come tonight. Tonight they're going to do a lot more than they did last night. We also have Gene Pearson. I mean, his Rivaliers from Jamaica, they're legends. Gene Pearson, now living in Virginia, and such a treat to have him come up tonight, all right? We have a group who have not performed in 30-some-odd years. They originated, most of them still live down in Newport News, Virginia. There are 4 left, 1 passed away. The 4 original members are here, and they are the leaders of Stormy weather fame. Nelson Shields, you'll know him. Nelson Shields sang with the Velours for years, went back to Virginia, called me up and says, I found the guys, and they could still sing. And you're going to hear that tonight. Our first group, which I'll have to introduce to start off the show, is a group who go back to the Bronx. 1957 is when this group started. And there were 5 of them then, and the 5 original members are here tonight. 5 original members. Haven't sang together for 34 years. You know them with that great record on the Just record label, right? Looking, the Metros on Just. They also recorded a couple of records as the Crystals, one on Cub and one on the Metro label, which was part of MGM. They're going to do them all tonight. It's a pleasure to have them here. You'll recognize one of these guys as an ardent UGHA supporter, all with the Vocaliers. He's been with many groups. He helps out the Chantels, and that's Don Cruz. You'll recognize him, and he'll introduce the rest of the guys. Big hand together, please, as we start our show with the fabulous Metros, Crystals from the Bronx.
Someone, darling, just like you. All of my life. Come to my arms and tell me you've been looking all of your life for someone to. All of my life. All of my life, my darling, I've been yearning. Yearning to know the warmth of your caress. Now that I've found you, tell me you'll be mine, and all of my life we'll spend in happiness. I thank the Lord above. searching for someone, darling, just like you.
All of my life.
Now that I've found you, tell me you'll be mine then. All of my life I'll spend with you.
All of my, all of my, all of my life.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hey, hello everybody. Oh, can we take a minute here, just a minute, okay? I know you like lots of singing and less talking, but this is like the opportunity of a lifetime for us, you know? And we thank Ronnie, you know, for having us here, really. How about a hand for Ronnie and the band, okay? Because Danny Beagleman is unbelievable. I mean, I've been on the phone with him. Danny, please. Don, is it going to be in the same key as if you did it 30-something years ago? I said, I'll ask Joey. Joey, yeah, do it in that key. I think we could do it, you know. But God bless them. They're all here for you, you know, for the two of you out there that have the record, you know. But I want to tell you, is Frank Wolf here? Frank Wolf, stand up, please. Let's have a hand for New York's bravest, right here, and his wife, right there. Okay? All right, one second. Just got to tell you this about Frank, as I promised. He thinks that meeting me was better than hitting the lotto. Because we met in this Alex and Henry's one day, right? For years, the bartender had been telling me,
That's because he borrowed $500 from him.
There's a fireman that comes in here, and he's a collector, and he says, this guy been dying to meet. We always meet each other. My beer goes down, his beer. We pass each other in the right like that. One day, we met, and the bartender says, come down, the guy's right there. Went down, and I said to him, are you the fella? And the bartender says, yeah, Angelo. He says, this is Frank, this is Don. He says, okay. Now, Don sings with a group, so Frank gets off the bar. He goes, oh, well, what group do you sing with? So I said, the Vocaliers. You know, didn't even think about these guys anymore in a way. So I said, I wrote down Vocaliers. He gives it, going to give it to the guy, right? And he goes, Vocaliers. Oh, yeah. Did you ever sing with any of the groups? Yeah, I sang with what group? The Metros. He goes, the Metros? Yeah, and I go, yeah. So I said, now he's just putting me on. I says, give me that piece of paper. So I took the bartender's paper. I said, give me that paper. All of my life. I gave it to the bartender. So he doesn't know what, Frank doesn't know what I wrote. So he says, you were saying with the Metros? Oh, I don't believe this. I don't believe it. Why, are we famous? You know? So then he goes, what record? I says, I know. What's the record? He goes, I go, stop. And I go, show him that. So the bartender shows him, all of my life. He flipped back and almost broke the jukebox over there. He couldn't believe it. And I love you, Frank. Thank you so much for being a fan there. And there's a couple of more guys around there, collectors that, that's right, New York's bravest.
We have to leave now because he talks so much. We don't have any more time to sing.
Hey,
Don't blame us.
I'm a cruise, man. Filipinos talk.
Watching, 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 watching you. Watching, 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 I'm watching you.
I'm watching you, but you're watching him as he dances by. That tender look of love in your eyes used to be just for me. I'm watching you, but you're watching him as he dances by. That tender look of love in your eyes used to be just for me. The lips I kissed, the arms that held me tight, or the tender thrills that you'll know tonight. I'll bet that he's feeling great, oh yes, really great as he dances by. 'Cause I can see him watching you, telling me goodbye. bet that he's feeling great. Oh yes, really great as he dances by. 'Cause I can see him watching you, telling me goodbye, telling me goodbye, telling me goodbye, telling me goodbye.
That was on Cub Records, by the way. We were the Crystals then, after the Metros, for the collectors.
Oh my, you,
Wonderful you,
oh my,
my love for you, just you, grows and grows more and more. Oh my, you know it's true, so true, that you're the only one I'm yearning for more and more. My poor heart can't live without your tender love. Oh my, if we should part, down will tumble the stars from above. Oh my, you know it's true, so true. Only your touch can bring me to heaven on high. Oh my, you, wonderful you. Oh my love is yours, just yours till I die. My poor heart can't live without your tender love. Oh my, if we should part, down will tumble the stars from above. Oh my, you know it's true, so true. Only your touch can bring me to heaven on high. Oh my, you, wonderful you. Oh my love is yours, just yours till I
till I
That's for
Thank you.
Raven. Thank you so much. Hey, stand up, family. I want you to see my little family. There's my daughter there, and all my sons and my wife. Raise your hands, all of you. Except that guy in the beard, he thinks he's my father. Why do sons get like that when they get older? And we have back there, Joey. Joey's family's back there. There they are. Okay. Whew. Okay, thank you. Jackie from the Chantels. Okay.
I'm a looking for love, a searching for love. I look and look till I'm certain of someone's looking just for me. When all week long I can't sit tight, waiting for a swing out night. Hope there's someone I can meet while I get that beat. I'll be a looking for love, a searching for love. I look and look till I'm certain of someone's looking just for me. When I'm dancing around, when I'm there, brown or red or bleach blonde hair, hope there's someone I can meet while I get that beat. I'll be a looking for love, a searching for love. I look and look till I'm certain of someone's looking just for me. Maybe soon I will find just the girl on my mind. At her door she'll let me know that she loves me so. I'll be a looking for love, a searching for love. I look and look till I'm certain of someone's looking just for me. Someone's looking just for me. Someone's looking just for me. Thank you very much.
The Metros, Crystals. First time in years. Look at that. They were great. Can we get one more? Don Cruz, bring your group back up on. The Metros, Crystals. Who did your pants? Who did your pants?
She did.
My mother did mine. Just trust your mother. Huh? Hey, you know what they're all saying out there? They're saying, those guys sound just like the record. All these years, they sound just like the record.
Not bad for 2 days rehearsal. 2 days.
2 days rehearsal. Like they arrived here 10 to 8 and they had to go on 8 o'clock.
Thank you, Ronnie. Now you know, I always come out in cool pants, right? Well, we were back there figuring, John puts on the other guy's pants, he puts in the other guy's pants. I think I got somebody's pants here.
You got mine.
These are not my...
I think we're shrinking.
Oh, like in a motel.
That's all right, heads are gonna roll. This is
Here in your arms, dear, I must stay. Corona, whether it's right or wrong. Though I have tried to stay away, that's where I belong. Here in my heart, dear, all the time I feel a love so strong. And though your heart is cruel to mine, that's where I belong. A bird has its nest to which it returns, and a river must flow to the sea. Every single moment, every part of me yearns to hold near to me. Close to your lips, dear, I must go. Stay there my whole life long. Let's try again, and then you'll know that's where I A bird has its nest to which it returns, and the river must flow to the sea. Now every single moment, every part of me yearns to hold you near to me. Close to your lips, dear. I must go and stay there my whole life long. Let's try again, and then you'll know that's where I belong, and you too. Let's try again, and then you'll know that's where I belong.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Metro's Crystals. Thank you guys, it was wonderful. 34 years. Let me tell you a little about the next group. They got together in 1953. Newport News, Virginia. Does that ring a bell, Newport News, Virginia? Five Keys, right. They idolized the Five Keys, of course. They had a contest. They won the contest down in Newport News, Virginia. They brought them up to the Apollo Theater, and I believe they won 4 weeks in a row at the Apollo Theater. And while they were there, the Glory record label came in and signed these guys, and they said United Artists was also interested in them. Originally a quintet. One of the gentlemen passed away in the group, but we have the other 4 original members from 1953. You can remember them, 1955. I remember Dr. Jive used to always play. Remember Dr. Jive? Dearest Beloved Darling, he used to play the other side. Nobody Loves Me, I remember. Of course, Stormy Weather. We're going to hear all about that apple pie and those pork chops tonight. Can't Help Loving That Girl of Mine. I mean, a tremendous group. In your wildest imagination, you never would ever conceive that this group would be performing at UGHA. Did you? Would you ever think that we can get, yeah, right? But we have them here. This is it. This is the real deal. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said, you'll recognize Nelson Shields, who gave so many great years with the Velours, and before that he sang with the Corvairs. He came up from Newport News, Virginia, like New York City, so settled here many, many years ago. Went back down there, grabbed the guys, and the guy says, we could still sing. I'm going to call up Ronnie and see if we can do UGHA, and here they are at our collector's show. Put your hands together as the South comes to North Jersey right now, and the fabulous Leaders.
Darling, you know that I want you both day and night, dearest beloved, darling, dearest beloved, darling, every time that your lips touch mine, mine up and thine, it's sin cold chill, it's send them up and down my spine, dearest beloved, darling, dearest beloved, darling. You are my dearest beloved, darling, dearest beloved, darling, every time that your lips touch mine, mine up and thine, it's send cold chill, it's send them up and down my spine, dearest beloved, darling, dearest beloved, darling, dearest beloved, darling, dearest beloved,
Next, we're going to attempt to do a tune that we recorded in 1956. If we can still remember the words, we're going to try it. It's a nice ballad that was written by the group. We hope you'll enjoy it. You know what's
Thank
so
you.
what's so very amazing about this group is I hate to run my mouth too much, but I got to spill my guts a little bit. This group hasn't sang together in over 30 years. And we've been together totally around 43 years. So I think this is a blessing.
I'd just like to mention something right now. Ronnie touched on Ronald Judge, a young man that passed away a few years ago, and we're gonna dedicate the whole song, a whole show to him. But he's still in our hearts.
Nobody loves me. I'm all alone. I'm all alone because nobody loves me. Nobody loves me. I'm all alone. Yes, nobody loves me since she's been gone. Once I had a girl that made me so happy. Yes. Yeah, nobody loves me. I'm all alone because nobody loves me since she's been gone. Once I had a girl, but now she's gone, she's gone. It's written in the stars that you were to be mine. I thought you'd loved me with all of your heart. You know doggone well I've treated you fine. What's mine is yours, but what yours isn't mine. Nobody loves me. I'm all alone. Oh, nobody loves me since she's been gone. Once I had a girl, but now she is gone. She is gone. Oh, once I had a girl, but now she's gone. Nobody loves me.
I like to take the time to, this is the leaders part of the show, but I just want to everybody recognize one member of the Velours back at Big Joe Shepard. All right, Joe. All right, I'm saying it now so I won't forget. Thank you.
Well, fish gotta swim gotta fly. Gotta love one girl till the day I die. Can't help loving that girl of mine. Tell me she's lazy. Tell me she's slow. Tell me I'm crazy. Maybe I know. Can't help loving that girl of mine. When she goes away, that's a lonely day. But when she comes home, that day it's fine. The sun is gonna shine. She can come home, yes, late as can be. Home without her just ain't no home for me. Can't help loving that girl of mine. Thank you.
Newport News, Virginia, the leaders. Don't even go anywhere. We got one more. You know that. I can't leave the stage without this song. Guys. Nelson. Wonderful. Sounds just like the record.
Thank you. I want to take a little time to, I don't usually do this with the velours, but I'm going to do some talking here so you can get the chance to meet the fellas. I'll start with myself. You know I'm Nelson Shields. Right? Thank you, baritone. This is bass baritone, my cousin, brother, Charles Simpson. Fella in the middle, Edward Austin, we call him Snipper. The first lead, and let me tell you about these guys while I'm talking. I don't get a chance, so might as well keep going. These two fellows here actually was before their time. They did a lot of writing. You'll probably be catching up on the interview I gave out in a publication, and you'll be hearing about these two fellows wrote most of the song except for Stormy Weather and Can't Help Loving That Girl of Mine. These guys are really before their time, Edward and Harry. You get them a hand. Other little thing I want to throw on you. Other little thing I want to throw on you now. The New York groups, I came up in '58. I was just telling one of the groups in the back. I came up in '58, so the only doo-wop sound that we got, New York sound, New Jersey sound, was when Earl Lewis and the Challenge came through. Well, we knew them as the Challenge at that time, so I would never tell Earl this, but what I'm about to say. But when they came on and they came with the high tenor, we said, what? What's this? Because we used to listen to the Five Keys, which is from our hometown, who's from our hometown, the Moon Glows, the Drifters. We did that type of thing. The Moon Glows and the Five Keys were our two favorites at that time. So we did a lot of that. So the other thing is, so when they came and started singing the doo-wop and the high tenor, I said, wow, these guys got good voices, but what is this tenor thing they doing, But it turned out when I got to New York in '58, I realized that was the Duke sound. I finally got introduced to it, you know, down there. But wow, and then I became a part of it, as you know. And all I can say is I'm glad I did. It was a good experience, good experience. The other thing I want to throw on you is that the New York groups and other groups around the area during that time, the doo-wop singers, think that they were the only ones that, I'm going to use the word taken. You know, you've heard the story over and over again. Well, we got taken there too, down to Virginia, where we were teenagers. All we wanted to do is sing, sing, sing. There were a lot of good groups around there, the Chateaus and the Avalons and a few other good groups down there. And there was a lot of competitions. As Ronnie told you, that's how we got up. We won the final contest on the amateur show down there, and then we got a chance to come to New York to appear at the Apollo. So we won 4 weeks at the Apollo, and after 4 weeks, wait a minute, let me get the other part. This is something else. We came out there. Anybody remember Leonard Reed? MC at the Apollo amateur shows? Anybody that old? Okay, Leonard Reed was the MC at the Apollo amateur show at that time, around 55. Anyway, we came up after winning, and we were dressed in pink pants, pink shirts, and about the color of this lady's jacket, red plaid jackets. So yeah, they did the same thing, only louder when we came out. So what happened, he said, yeah, you're from the South, all right? So anyway, we figured the only way to quiet them down is to go ahead and sing. So they asked us what we were going to do. And being that we used to we did rather, hear the Five Keys songs because Harry and Snipper, well, they knew them a little better than me and my cousin. And they were about 2 or 3 doors down from the Five Keys where they rehearsal. So every time they got ready for a record and everything, we got them before the record came out. So when the record came out, we would throw it on, you know, singing at the amateur shows. They were, how did they get that record so fast? It just came out. Anyway, by the time we got through with Leonard Reed and laughing and everything, we got ready to do it. And the first song that we sang at the Apollo was The Verdict by the Five Keys. You know, do you love me? What is your verdict? Yeah, we did that, and that knocked them out. After that, every week we went back home and came back. We won each week. I just thought I want to throw that on you. And it was a great experience. But the other thing, we did gigs down there, and everybody was doing these little hole-in-the-wall places, singing. So we did this gig at a nightclub one time. I don't think I told Joe about this. And this guy said, MC said, yeah, you're one of my favorite groups. So I'm going to pay you after the show. This is relating to what I was telling you before. I'm going to pay you after the show. So we singing our hearts out. We know we're doing good, but we love to sing. He said, okay, take this $10 bill. $10, and we had to split it among 5 guys. Now, so we know now how the groups up here felt, and we was feeling the same thing down there.
Say, cuz, can
Yes.
I say 15 seconds worth of stuff?
Yes, you can. You're bigger than I am,
First,
too.
I want to say that you are a beautiful audience out there. Thanks for accepting it. Yeah. And let's give the band another tremendous hand. We can't do nothing without them.
I don't know why there's no sun up in the sky, stormy weather. The last pork chops I ate taste like leather. Keeps raining all the time. Keeps raining all the time. Well, since you went away, the blues walked in and met me. If you stay away long, the rocking chair's gonna get me. All I do is pray the Lord will let me walk in the sun once more. Why? Mama don't bake no apple pie. Starvation since I lost my patience. Keeps raining all the time. Everybody. Well, since you went away, help me out there. The blues walked in and met me. If you stay away long, the rocking chair's gonna get me. All I do is pray the Lord will let
Y'all get ready for this part. You know what it is.
walk
Here we go. Get ready.
in the sun once more. Don't know why.
What is it though? Why?
There's no sun of
Apple pie.
stormy weather. The last poor chops I ate
Tastes like what?
tastes like leather. Keeps raining all the time. Keeps raining all the time. Keeps raining all the time.
The Leaders. That was great. Phil, you could be the chairman tonight, okay? Hi. Oh, they great. What a guy's great. What his talent we had. A voice. Ooh. Over 30 years they haven't been together singing, and that's wonderful. The Leaders, Stormy Weather. Wow. Okay, I just want to